Leo, 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 what up, though? I promise I'm not from Detroit for anyone who recognizes that phrase. I just like it because for real, what up, though? Leo, welcome to my channel, Divine Nudges. If this is your first time here, the channel is new. So thanks so much for stopping by and hanging out with me today. Leo, today we are going to tune into messages for the month of June. We're going to try to take a sneak peek at the energies that you'll be engaging with during the beginning, the middle, and the end of the month. So let's just get right to it, Leo. No time to waste. All right. In the beginning of June, Leo, you may be dealing with some heartbreak, some betrayal. There may be an argument, some conflict, an altercation between you and someone, and it's going to feel like a rainy day. Uh, the sword suit is one of intellect, of mind, and it is usually absent of emotion. But in this three of hearts, we have rain coming down, rain showers, right? So this is an emotional heartbreak. All right, in the middle of June, my golly, my G. All right, so I don't know where that came from. I can get corny sometimes. All right, so we have star energy, which is represents Aquarius. We have the lovers in the reverse. So, lovers represents Gemini. So we have some serious air, um, the element of air energy here, and the same with the Queen of Swords, which is also air. So right now, it's looking a little windy for you in the month of June, Leo. What's up with that? Because it is summertime. All right. So let's see again. Air is, that suit is about the mind, your thoughts, maybe in a bit of a negative space. Um, Someone may be judging a situation, a romantic situation, um, harshly or unjustly, maybe overly critical. Okay. There may be a downturn in a love connection. The lover's card is twin flames, soulmates, the real deal, too, like the real thing. So, in the reverse, this can indicate the breakup of a connection that felt like a soul mate connection or a twin flame connection. But in the reverse, the lover's card is more like the devil's card. It's like the shadow side of the lover's card. And pretty much that's the devil. So, could have been some codependency, some toxicity in a connection. This could also indicate that, the lover's card is a big decision, right? It's a life impacting decision. Not just like a day to day decision of whether you're going to go to this gas station or the other one or get this brand of soda versus the other one, right? But like a life impacting decision. And, with this poor judgment here with the Queen of Swords in the reverse, um, there's something coming up about poor judgment and making a decision. There's a need for healing with the star energy here, or in the middle of June, this is what will be happening, Leo. There will be healing when it comes to a situation, the situation that we've just discussed. Okay, so I'm going to move on to the end of the month and I'll come back throughout the reading. I'll revisit each each time frame. Sorry, the word just wasn't coming out. With some oracle decks for clarity. Okay, so let's see what's going on in the end of the month. The Ace of Wands has come out for several of the zodiac signs for June at the very end of June. So this may be a collective energy, one of inspiration. Listen, this could also be sexuality. This is a very phallic symbol. Um, for some reason, when I'm looking at though, I feel like someone's getting clubbed over the head or someone's waving their magic wand, right? So, I just saw a campfire as well. Um, Not sure if some of you are going to be going camping. But there's something about the Ace of Wands at the end of the month for the collective, though, because this has come out for several of the zodiac signs. So it could be an opportunity for a new beginning of some sort. It could be a need to take action on something. Let's delve in. Yeah, what's so crazy is that this is not the first sign that I've read for which the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands have both come out at the end of June. So, more collective energies. There's going to be some breakthroughs on a collective level. And since it's collective, Leo, that means it impacts you too. So, some sort of an epiphany, some sort of a breakthrough, some sort of clarity will be gained, some sort of truth will be revealed surrounding maybe a passionate situation that you have going on, or that's going to lead you to a passionate new beginning, because the aces are new. You know, they're the first card of every suit, so it's the beginning of the journey for that particular suit. Yeah, the nine of swords just came out. So this may be a breakthrough or some clarity or an epiphany about a situation that's really, really been bothering you, that's been giving you anxiety, depression, maybe even keeping you up at night. Be on the lookout for legal matters at the end of the month, Leo. I'm hearing the hand of the law. There's the world card. So you could be closing out a cycle at the end of June pertaining to someone or a situation. The world card is a very big lesson learned. It's a successful completion of a cycle, right? And again, a cycle. If you think about a cycle, we're talking about from the Fool all the way to the World. So we're talking major arcana. So we're not talking about little everyday nuances. We're talking about life impacting cycles here, right? So this could be the ending or the closing out of a cycle. But I am seeing victory here with these breakthroughs and these new beginnings. All right, let's see what else about this Three of Swords in the beginning of June for Leo spirit. What's going on with this Three of Swords in the beginning of June? Yeah, definitely some conflict or an argument is going to ensue at the beginning of June, Leo. Here we have the Five of Swords, okay? You could also be breaking your own heart if you're having too many negative thoughts, Leo. So just be careful of that, because the Five of Swords is the card of kind of being your own enemy and of sorts. If there is a conflict at the beginning of the June, Leo, just keep in mind that, depending on the tactics that are employed, there could be no winners. There could only be um, collateral damage for everyone involved. So keep that in mind. You're being divinely nudged to really consider and weigh out what's most important to you. Is it pride and ego? And I have to say that to my lovely Leo lions, right? Because you are the rulers of pride and ego, right? So is that what matters to you, or is keeping something that is valuable to you intact? Is that what matters most to you? You may be faced with that decision at the beginning of June, or be suffering the consequences of the decision you made around a situation like that by the beginning of June, Leo. Let's move on to the middle of June once again to see what's going on. Let's drill down on this here. Yeah, this is concerning for the middle of the month, where we have this Lovers in the reverse, and then we have the Star card, which could indicate Aquarius, and, this Queen of Swords, who could be someone who's miserable, someone who's single, someone who's, lonely, but also someone who's very harsh and judgmental. This, to me, just kind of, again, just kind of recapping, may indicate feeling like a poor decision or an unwise decision was made. This card coupled with the Lovers card, and they're both in the reverse. And this could be about someone who was being a playboy. Leo, if this is resonating with you, check out a collective reading that I posted just yesterday about the end of the F boy era, because this is what I'm seeing here, right? Like, this could have been an F boy, basically, someone who was flighty, wishy washy, sent mixed signals. One minute you all are good, the next minute you all are not, fickle. Yeah, by the middle of June, someone could cut off their supply of passion. The energy that they're giving a connection, that could be cut off by the middle of June. What else is going on with this Knight of Wands here, Spirit, for Leo for June? Leo for June, the Chariot. Someone's going to be determined to move forward, to make some progress on something. There could be something that's bringing unhappiness to someone in the middle of June, Leo, and it could be concerning family matters. Okay. So some of you may be determined to focus on your family. This could be surrounding finances when it comes to family. You have 3 aces all together for the month of June, Leo. So there's going to be changes, right? Because these are restarts with these aces. I mean, we live in these suits every day, right? We live in the sword suit, our mind. We live in the pentacle suit, which is the physical realm, all things physical, including money and currency. We live in the sword suit, right? Which is, I talked about that one already. What do I not see here is cups. I'm glad we had this talk, because I hadn't noticed that until now. We have fire here, which is energy, which is action, which is movement. But I don't see any cups here. I don't see any cups. So if it weren't for this here, I wouldn't be seeing any love or emotions. Okay. So keep that in mind if this is resonating in terms of a storyline that involves a romantic partnership or connection. I do not see any cups. And, usually cups, if we are talking about love, the absence of cups would indicate that it's not a really genuinely loving connection. Okay. So I hope that helps, if that makes sense. But yeah, going back to the middle of the month here, um, there may be a situation with your family and money. Um, Actually, there is one cup here, and the cup is upside down. It's in the reverse. It's in the reverse. So, this is disappointment. This is sadness, feeling unhappy, maybe feeling unhappy about money. Maybe the way money is being spent. Maybe someone's unhappy about the way money is being spent and the way it's impacting the family. Let me get one more for the middle of the month for Leo. Planning. So this may be, you may feel like you've reached a fork in the road where you feel like you have to make a change somewhere in your life, Leo. Like you've reached the end of a cycle, Leo. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, so for the end of the month, we have the Six of Swords. So lots of swords in June. And, lots of kind of dark emotions, for June as well. Maybe feeling a bit imbalanced. There may be some imbalance going on at the end of June, and you may be deciding that you need to step away from that to regain your balance, Leo. It's like you've been confused about something, you've been in the clouds about something, and you're just like, no more, gotta snap out of it. Yeah, I see a shift of sorts here. All right, let's change decks and see what else is going on for Leo at the beginning of June. Leo at the beginning of June. I honestly like that you can't see me shuffling because this deck and I, we have a hard time synchronizing. Needs to be studied. Okay, so something needs to be looked into at the beginning of the month, at the beginning of June, Leo. Yeah, it says here looking for connection to feed the soul. You may be really taking a closer look or really just kind of um, going over in your mind signs and clues of whether someone is, looking for a connection to feed the soul or not. Like what are you doing here? Okay? But something needs to be studied. Something needs to be looked into a little bit more closely. What else? For Leo at the beginning of June. What else for Leo at the beginning of June? Here we have this situation requires emotional intelligence. So cooler heads must prevail at the beginning of June with this Five of Swords and this Three of Swords. And I was saying a little bit about that earlier, Leo, where I said, are you going to, with this Five of Swords energy here and nobody winning, are you going to go all out just for pride? Or, you know what I mean? So you're being divinely nudged, Leo, to handle this situation with emotional intelligence. I took the liberty of writing the definition down. I'm such a geek of the definition down just in case, because shoot, I need to refresh my memory too. It says your capacity to be aware of, control, and express one's emotions. Okay. And to handle interpersonal relationships judiciously and empathetically. So it is a communicating rationally with your an even tempered and even toned manner, not a provocative way where you're going to provoke anger in another. Okay, so it's the ability to be aware of your emotions so that you can control them in the face of interpersonal relationships, right? To be fair and to be empathetic, meaning putting yourself in someone else's shoes. All of these things may be required, Leo, if you want to come out of this conflict unscathed, because I'm getting that you can, but it's going to depend on how you handle it. If you handle it with conflict and aggression, that's going to be the results that you experience. And trust me, nobody wins if the result is continued conflict. This is a situation, Leo, where in order for everybody has to win in order for everybody to win. I hope that makes sense. All right, let's move to the middle of the month. Leo, let's move to the middle of the month. I just saw do you, so, do you is, telling someone like do whatever you want to do. So that might be an example of pride. If you know what I mean? No, be real. What do you need? If you need this person, then say, listen, this is what I want to work towards. Okay, not do you whatever. I don't care. I don't need you. Nah, if you handle it like that, those are the results you're gonna get. And keep it real with yourself. Yeah, do you. It came out again. Do you. Do you. Mm. Middle of the month, not today. Work on yourself. And someone's going to be celebrating good times and achievements. So we may have a partier here having good time, celebrating. Someone's going to put their foot down about something in the middle of June, Leo. Okay, it says here, work on yourself. Someone's going to tell you you need to work on yourself, or you're going to tell someone that they need to work on themselves. And this could be pertaining to a love situation where someone likes to party. It's all about good times. What else for the middle of June for Leo? Says here new house/car. So some of you may be getting a new home, new vehicle, new asset. All right, let's move to the end of June for Leo. See what else is going on for Leo for June. at the end of June. What else is going on for Leo? It says here character building. Okay, so this situation is a character building situation. Something about the rules of engagement, right? So this could be universal laws, Leo. Okay, so there could be universal laws at play that you really need to understand and tune into so that you can go with the flow and not against it, because I don't know who can go against universal flow. Okay, so it's probably not what you're going to want to be doing. It says here prayerful. So you may be in a state of prayer or meditation, seeking for higher guidance here. We do have the temperance card, which is, I believe, Archangel Gabriel. Okay, it is the presence, it's angelic presence. Had to slow that down for a second so I can get it out. Okay. So your angels may be answering your prayers, maybe being around you. Definitely call on them, talk to them, your spirit tribe. Okay. It says you're looking for attention to feed the ego. Okay. So someone may be going on an ego trip at the end of June, Leo. Just be on the lookout for that. Be on the lookout for your tendency to do that, because what I'm getting for June, Leo, is that any toxic behavior or tendencies that someone has is going to be mirrored back to them in the results that they get. Okay, so chill. I see here seek therapy. It says here I am at peace, so gonna have to make peace with the situation. It says here opinions are like a-holes. Do you know the rest of that? Everybody has one. Okay, so whatever. The distorted masculine. It could be this distorted masculine who's giving you all of their opinions, and it's just like maybe in the past it had an effect on you, but now you're like, nah, I'm at peace. And guess what? Opinions are like a-holes. Everyone got one. So yeah, blah, blah, blah. So what does it say about the distorted masculine here? It says wants his feminine partner to be his possession and a submissive trophy. He places her beneath him. So you may be dealing with someone who places you beneath them, who thinks they're superior to you, who thinks that they are above you. Leo, let's end the reading with some healing messages, okay? So for the beginning of the month, we got open to the universe. Okay, open to the universe. It says here, I am discovering my worth and my abilities. I have confidence in my value and my potential. I reclaim my inner power. I accept and love myself completely. Thus, I am open to the divine light of the universe. So the beginning of the month with this conflict here and this situation that's going on, you're going to be self empowering. You're going to be empowering yourself in a situation. That's what's going to come out of it for you. Okay. You're going to be discovering your worth. Um, you're going to become more aware of you. It says, I accept and love myself completely. Okay. So there may be some realization or awareness that not accepting and loving yourself was a hindrance to you. For the middle of the month, we have release and creation. Release and creation. Okay. So for release, it says here, I stop fighting my fears and the hardships of life. I control my thoughts, live in the present moment, and accept each stage of life. I work on what I have power over and put into God's hands what I cannot change. I trust that everything will work out for the best. So you're throwing your hands up in the middle of June, Leo. You're throwing your hands up. You're just like, listen, give me the power. How's it, the serenity prayer? I forget how it goes. But yeah, you're going to really control what you can control and let go of the rest. So that's actually a good place to be. Creation, it says, I have the power to direct my life. So you're going to be taking control of your life Again, if you feel like you've been out of control, Leo, it says, I create what is best for my soul. I firmly believe I can transform and improve my inner and outer worlds by turning every thought into affirmative action. I act in the image of God and bring light into my life. So, yeah, um, Leo, we have so many swords cards on the table here, which is of the mind, right? So, it says here, I firmly believe I can transform and improve my inner and outer worlds by turning every thought into affirmative action. And so that's definitely showing up here throughout the reading, especially with this Ace of Swords and this Ace of Wands, which is it, every thought into affirmative action. Okay, that's really what these two are saying here. Okay, so this is going to start in the middle of the month for you, but I see this being a very self empowering month for you, Leo. I love to hear it, where you're going to really be valuing yourself. You're going to be choosing yourself. You're going to say, regardless of who chooses me, I choose myself. Regardless of who values me, I value myself. All right, let's see what the healing messages are for the end of the month. Another two. We have guidance and inner beauty. Okay, so this is telling me that your inner compass is guiding you right now. Okay, but for inner beauty, it says, I open the eyes of my heart and direct my gaze to the light within everything. Personality and physical appearance are in the image of man. Beauty and goodness are in the image of God. Some of you may be at the end of the month dealing with some self image issues, um, where maybe you don't have the best self esteem or the best um, confidence, or feeling secure in yourself, right? But there's something that you're going to reconcile with the fact that um, your inner beauty makes you a powerful force despite anything that you feel about your outer beauty. For guidance, it says here, in terms of uncertainty, I ask God to guide me to the light in my being. I am directed to doors that will open inner freedom to me and step forward in trust. I release my fate to God, and my faith is rewarded. Okay, so you're going to be letting go of control during the month of June, Leo. You're going to be letting go of something so that you can focus on you, so that you can build you. Okay, so and certainly that's what you're being divinely nudged to do. But I'm getting good feelings. I'm getting that everything is going to be okay. I'm hearing dodge the bullet. Okay, I'm hearing dodge the bullet. So um, brighter days are coming. Okay, Leo, if these messages have been helpful, healing, empowering, peace inducing, please like, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know. Any interaction with the channel lets the YouTube algorithm know that you'd like to see and hear more from me, and I am here for it. What up, though? I'm not from Detroit. I just really like that saying. All right, Leo, let me stop being silly, and I will talk to you next time. Have a great June. Be kind and gentle to yourself.